Air 21 begins the second half with De Ocampo, Chia, Santos, Arboleda, and Kramer. Para sa Ginebra, nandyan si Helderbrand, Tubin, Mick, Rivas at Kagiwa. The winner of this game will meet Coca-Cola in a knockout game on Sunday. And the winner of the knockout game on Sunday will proceed to the quarterfinals to face Alaska. Meantime, here's Meng. It's a violation against Eric Meng. Yung Pure Foods at Santa Lucia, sila po ay naghihintay. Waiting in the semi-final round.
And of course, Santa Lucia, the hottest property right now in the PBA.
They are so far the biggest story because nobody expected them to be sitting pretty in the semi-finals right now.
Yes, in terms of you know, the good side, you know, probably the biggest story. I guess the next biggest story is how Token Tex also got an early exit sa Liga natin, regarded as one of the top 2 teams to start the league.
And, you know, if Magnolia is not careful, well, they might join Token Tex in the undesirable vacation.
Pero ito muna, Miko, isa dito sa dalawa na to ang magiging kasama ng Token Tex at ng Wellcoat. Of course, Wellcoat was the first team to take a vacation.
There's Helderbrand. We'll go. There's a foul spotted by Mar Montiel. By the way, speaking of Wellcoat, yung anak ni Coach Leo Austria, si Raymond Bacon Austria, is actually watching along with Jai Reyes, Claire, Claudine, the other friends. Meantime, here's Kramer. Nasa kay Radel De Ocampo for 3. Yes, sir! TM3 for Radel De Ocampo.
We saw the shots this quarter nanggaling mula kay Radel De Ocampo, but he's finally found his mark from 3-point range. He's missed a couple of gimmies in terms of sa kanya dahil usually yung mga bank shots niya has not fallen sa araw na to.
Sumagot naman with his own TM3 si JJ Helderbrand, and that will cut down Air 21's lead to 2. 61-59. Here's Kramer. Arboleda. Fires. And scores! Winnie Arboleda is red hot with 22 points and 6 3-point shots.
But I talked about how Winnie Arboleda is key, but if you told me that he was going to come here and have 6 3-point shots, I probably would not have believed you.
Well, Ginebra is finding it hard to believe. Tubin. Yes, sir! TM3. Ganitong-ganito tayo nagsimula noong opening quarter.
Parehong koponan have fallen in love with that 3-point shot, but why not? Because both of them are shooting over 40% mula doon sa 3-point area.
Here's Arboleda. One more try. Almost but not quite. Radel. It's blocked. Well, the foul is called against Rafi Rivas, third personal. Let's see that again.
A lot of patience showed by Radel De Ocampo. A lot of ball as well seen by Rafi Rivas.
Eric Meng sits down. Big Mama, Billy Mamaril, is back in the ball game. You know, Arboleda has 22, and then Radel has 19. That's why, you know, Air 21 has absolutely no problem putting up points.
That's right.
Here's Rivas.
Good foul on the part of Jack Chia. Make him earn it from the free throw line. Should have been a dunk kung itong si Rafi Rivas pinabayaan niya. Those are, you know, fouls that you have to give up. You have these 6 fouls and you have to use it wisely, and that was a wise foul.
Well, ito si Rivas kanina pa nahihirapan, no, from the free throw line as Canaleta checks back in the ball game para palitan si Doug Kramer. Turns out to be a wise foul para kay Jack Chia.
Ito mga free throw na to, namimintis ng Barangay Ginebra. It has been a close ball game. Malamang habulin nila ito pagdating ng end game.
Sweet move para kay Radel De Ocampo.
And if you're guarding Radel De Ocampo, you have to be as patient as he is. Hindi siya nagmamadali pag nandun siya sa poste, so you have to keep your feet on the ground.
21 points for De Ocampo. Here's Tubin. Drop pass. Another pass. That's going to go against Radel De Ocampo. Pang-apat na yan.
Pero ganda ng pasahan na pinapakita ng Barangay Ginebra. Really making Air 21 work on defense.
2 shots for Billy O'Malley.
Ang dami ng mintis nitong Ginebra from the line. Well, Air 21 no other recourse but to bring De Ocampo to the bench with 4 personal fouls. So on the floor for Air 21, Canaleta, Arboleda, Santos, Arwin Soto, and Jack Chia. Eyes on. America's premium leisure wear, known for its technology-inspired clean designs and colorful product line. Visit an Eyes On store now. Chia offensive rebound, bagong shot clock. Arboleda thought about it. Nice pass for Arwin Santos, but he missed. Ito si Tubin, over to Kagiwa. Kagiwa! Oh, blocked by Canaleta!
No way that Mark Kagiwa was thinking na mahahabol pa siya. But you have to remember, that's a slam dunking right there.
Here's Elterbrand. Fourth win! Naghahabol ang Ginebra dito, still down by 2. Elterbrand telling the troops, let's go. Air 21 holding on to that 2-point lead, 68-66. Halos nakakalahati na tayo sa third quarter. And Arwin Santos will miss. Bola na ni Canaleta. Arboleda fires. Yes, sir! Willie Arboleda is the man of the moment. 25 points at yun ang kanyang pang-pitong 3-point shot. Here's Elterbrand. Yes, sir!
Bigo, kung ano naman ang gawin ni Willie Arboleda, sinasagot naman ang Barangay Ginebra as a team.
And you know, the people from DM, they're very, very happy tonight. Here's Jack Chia for 3. No go. Ginebra still down by 2, 71-69 at the halfway mark of this exciting third period. Here's Kagiwa. Elterbrand. Salvacion. Can't shoot. Here's Kagiwa, 2 to shoot. Kagiwa fires, no go, lipad. Si Willie Arboleda, who is doing everything in his power to keep Air 21 in the race for the Philippine Cup. 5:42 remaining. Here's the third quarter, and the man of the moment is Willie Arboleda with a blistering ball game. Sumagot naman si JJ Elterbrand. And that's why neither team able to pull away here. Lalong-lalo na yung mga kaibigan natin sa Buanga. Kasama na si Elong Natividad at si Noy Palcasantos.
Of course, Noy Palcasantos played many years in the PBA with Santa Lucia. Kaibigan natin yan, Noy. Kamusta? And Ginebra also. He also played for Ginebra.
Meantime, JC Intal scores on the putback to extend their 21's lead of 4 points. Pick Pablo back on the court. It's Kagiwa. Elterbrand. He goes baseline. Salvacion, 4-3. Yes, sir! Something special. 8 points for Salvacion off the bench. TM3 yun for Salvacion. Sumagot naman kaagad si Canaleta.
Those 3 points by Sunday Salvacion, important para sa Barangay Ginebra because they're not really getting so much from the bench. You look at Air 21, ang daming pumupuntos mula sa bench, and for them, yan mga puntos si Salvacion. Importante sa kanila as he's the only guy from the bench that's in double figures.
Still a 1-point ball game in favor of the Express, 75-74.
The leading scorers para dito sa Air 21 are Boleta. We talked about it all game long. 25 points. Gary David helping in that 3-point scoring column. Ang dami talagang mga tres na. Ang lakas na signal dito.
Another TM3 that time from Gary David. Here's Kagiwa. Here's Elterbrand. Pull up. Arwin Cruz. Bad pass. Kramer was not even looking. Ito si Kagiwa. Kagiwa is fouled.
After foul number 9, Nino Canaleta. That's his third foul, 5 of the Express.
Third personal laban kay Canaleta. 2 shots para kay Kagiwa. Kagiwa trying to make up for lost time. Hindi nga ito nakasama kagad, no? At the start of the conference with Ginebra. And Kagiwa and the Jit King still down by 2. Score natin 78-76. Namang Air 21. We'll be right back. 2-point ball game here in the third quarter. 3.5 remaining. In this third period, JC Intal against Salvacion. Intal, nowhere to go. But foul is called against Sunday Salvacion.
Aggressive itong si JC Intal coming off that timeout. Obviously a designed play for him. Kaya agresibo siya doon off that timeout.
Split from the line, bagsak si Eric Beck. And Ginebra picks up the basketball. They're down by 3. We'll check out the leading scorers for Ginebra.
JJ Elterbrand, Mark Kagiwa doing their share. We talked about the big 3 getting their point. It's up there. Tapos Sunday Salvacion from the bench. He is the one key guy that has contributed para sa bench ng Barangay Ginebra.
Here's Intal. Intal has the green light to try and test the defense of Sunday Salvacion.
Now this is why a lot of people were up on this guy on draft day. Kita mo yung quickness niya, and of course we all know about the leaping ability of JC Intal. And wouldn't it be perfect para kay JC kung ito pa naman yung magiging breakout game niya just when everyone is watching.
Jump ball po ito. 2-bit against Intal. Both high flyers. No less. Wait a minute. It should be Intal. Ito pareho lang mataas tumalon yan.
Mga 1 inch lang diferensya.
Pareho lang sila mataas tumalon. Here's David. Fires. Tough shot.
Tough shot. 4 shot. You know, you have to get you have a fresh shot clock, get things going for your team. JC Intal has been hot. Would have been wiser to go to him and at least give him a touch.
On the foul number 12, Marvin Cruz. That's his third foul.
Marvin Cruz picking up his third foul and will send J.J. Helterbrand to the line.
Substitutions, Mark
Mark Macapagal will make his first appearance in this ball game to replace Mark Kagiwa. And the snatcher, Winnie Arboleda, is back on the court.
Air 21 survived the period kung saan si Winnie Arboleda at saka si Radel De Ocampo nakaupo. They're able to maintain the lead. Now that Winnie's back, if he's still hot, problema na naman yan para dito sa Barangay Ginebra.
Rather wild shot coming from Intal. 2-point ball game here in the third quarter. Ginebra down by 2. Time now to 2:25 remaining in this period. Macapagal twirls outside. Salvacion, Tubid. On the move, Tubid trying to slice through. Intal gets the steal. Over to Arboleda. Arboleda nakatingin kay Intal. Pero pinasa kay Arwin Santos.
Fast. What a fast break. Almost all the guys of Air 21 on the fast break. A couple of guys from Ginebra trailing, unable to go down.
Back to a 4-point lead for Air 21 with less than 2 minutes remaining dito sa third quarter. Arboleda almost getting the steal. 9 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Here's Tubid. Tubid on the move. Tubid, no. And Canaleta gets the basketball. Canaleta steps on the gas. Bounce pass Intal. He fires and misses. And Intal gets the loose ball. Pinasa kay Doug Kramer. Yes, sir. 4 points for Kramer. 6-point lead para sa Air 21. You know, Air 21 doing a great job of keeping Ginebra at bay.
But every time itong Air 21 nahihirapan na, they found a way to get their act together.
Bola ng Ginebra down by 6 points. Here's Salvacion. Nasa kay Beck pero nakahawak si Kramer.
Excellent design play coming off that timeout. Isolating Eric Menk against ito si Doug Kramer.
First free throw is good for the former MVP. Now with a double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Apat ang labak dito ng Air 21.
The forced turnovers and run, napag-usapan natin yan. Ginebra, still a lot of turnovers and Air 21 capitalizing on those turnovers.
Tubid getting that rebound against 3 bigger men.
Yawan ang mga fans dito. Tuwan-tuwa kay Ronald Tubid. Parang kailan lang. What a rebound. You know, reminiscent of the captain. No?
Kalawit.
Kalawit rebound. And Nelson Asaytono. Babyface.
And Homer the Destroyer is back on the court as Doug Kramer continues to plead this case with Radel De Ocampo, who cannot change the call.
Well, at least Ranidel will listen. Diba? Nakahanap na siya ng listening ear.
A shoulder to cry.
A shoulder to cry.
Under a minute to go. Dito sa third quarter. 2-point lead para sa Air 21. Gary David sends it over to Intal. Intal productive here in the third quarter. Intal to Se. Over Se. Outside. JC Intal trying to go inside. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Gary David will score!
A bailout para yun sa Air 21 because Ginebra played excellent defense all the way to the 23rd second pero nalibre pa rin si Gary David to make that shot.
Gary David now with 9 points in the ball game. 20 seconds remaining in the third period. Apat ang inahabol ng Ginebra. Helderbrand has the ball with 7 to shoot. They tried to go to Meng. And a turnover laban sa Ginebra. And therefore, Air 21 can write the last sentence of the third chapter. 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Arboleda fires and scores! Willie Arboleda played the game of his life with 27 points. And he's keeping Air 21 ahead in this ball game. Arboleda is as fierce as fire, unstoppable in this game. Trying to lead Air 21 to victory. At the end of the third quarter, Labango Express 1984.
To advance to the quarterfinals, it will be a best of 3, and that team will be facing Alaska. So not an easy task. You know, you might say na pag makalusot ka dito, tuloy-tuloy ka na sa semifinals. You might get the momentum, but remember, Alaska was number 3 in the league when the eliminations ended.
A lot of people texting me, asking me if it was true na kung natanggal nga yung talkie text. Well, it is true, including si Aris Manalo who's watching right now, a good friend of mine. Ayan, ito na ang patunay na si Coach Binky Favis and the rest of the Tigers nanalo kanina. Walang kaduda-duda. 81-73, ousting the phone pass. Ibig sabihin po ay hanggang na po ang talking text in this conference. And Eric Meg will score the layup as we begin action here in our fourth and final quarter.
That time around, it was Barangay Ginebra's turn to get on the fast break, have a 4-on-1 situation. And what has been common sa araw na to para sa Barangay Ginebra, unselfishness, making that extra pass and getting those easy layups.
Free throws continue to be a problem here para sa Ginebra.
Actually, it's been the big men that have missed para sa Barangay Ginebra. No problem para kay Kagiwa, JJ Helterbrand, and Sunday Salvacion. It's been Rafi Rivas, Eric Meng, and Billy Mamaril.
Here's Kagiwa on the move. Kagiwa with a floater. Bothered by Ital. And loose ball is picked up by David. Sinagasan si Artadi. And it's a blocking foul against Artadi.
And just when you thought the pace couldn't get any faster, Nico, etong dalawang team na to, we're in the fourth quarter, but yet they're able to put it in another gear and even go faster than what we've been doing in the past 3 quarters.
Well, it happens when you have Artadi and Marvin Cruz on the floor at the same time. Tinawag na pinaghirapan.
Sarado na yung pintuan, sinubukan dumaan sa bintana, sarado yung bintana, pinagkasya pa rin ang sarili.
Here's Makapagal, 4-3, no go, and David with the rebound. 6-point lead for the Express, David on the move, and he loses the ball, and it ends up with Salvacion over to Makapagal, and look at the quick hands of Marvin Cruz. But Ginebra is saying that dapat last touch si Marvin Cruz. The quick hands of Marvin Cruz compensating for his deficiency in size.
We didn't really catch that one. But that is a lost opportunity because para sa Barangay Ginebra, if that was a layup, you would think this crowd would be up and cheering, not up in arms because they wanted a foul or the ball possession.
Here's De Ocampo on the move. Back-to-back baskets for Radel De Ocampo.
In the third quarter, ito si Radel De Ocampo napilitang umupo because he picked up his 4th personal foul. This is what Air 21 is missing. Itong mga galaw ni Radel De Ocampo already has 4 points in this quarter. He has 23 in the game. It's been Radel and Winnie para sa Air 21.
Critical juncture here because Air 21 threatening to pull away. Here's Kagiwa. Artadi. Kagiwa. 4-3. That's a big shot. A big entrance from Mark Kagiwa.
Everything para kay Mark Kagiwa sa laro na to has been in rhythm. He's not forcing anything, and that's why you can see his shots. You know, they're pretty clean coming in.
Of course, the uproar.
SRO bigla. They wanted this call right here.
Makaramdam nila dapat offensive foul dito sa Marvin too. Foul on makapagal, by the way. Meantime, here's Sim. Here's Radel on the move. And he gets swiped. Here's Artadi. Ken Lightning. Eric Beck for two. Oh, Artadi and Marvin Cruz are getting at it. Are going at it in the backcourt. I told you. I told you. They do not like each other. Meantime, here's that swipe. And then Artadi will send it over to Eric Beck. Eric Beck scoots in for two. But it's still a 4-point ball game here. 21 pa rin ang lamang dito. And we're back inside. Nakareta Asudom with 9 minutes remaining in the ball game. And tres for Gary David. Back inside Nakareta Asudom. Nabibiligro na po ang title retention bid dito ng Ginebra. They are the defending champions of the Philippine Cup. But Jack Chia and the Express have been relentless in this ball game.
And every basket of Air 21 at this point is a step into pulling that crowd away mula dito sa Gin King.
Here's Beck. Well, Ginebra, they're trying. They're trying to stay in the game. With 3.5 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter.
Ang naging problema nila dito is they have to pull down stops. Hindi nila mapigil itong Air 21 sa punto nito. That's a big stop for them.
Here's Elterbrand. Kagiwa for three. Short. Ngayon for Ginebra, time is going fast forward. They try to hold on to what could be the remaining moments of their reign as all Filipino champions. Arboleda crashes to the ground. You know, as you look at the Mayor Bibi Trinidad on the right, and of course PBA patron Mario Raimundo on the left. Itong Ginebra, if they go on to lose this game, Winnie Arboleda, the snatcher, if Ginebra loses this game, they will be the 22nd consecutive All-Filipino champion to fail in becoming back-to-back All-Filipino champion. Which is really an astonishing stat. Only goes to show how hard it is to dominate an all-Filipino conference for more than one conference, for more than 1 year.
And the parity in the league, kung ganong kadikit na ang mga from one team to the next.
The last team to win back-to-back all-Filipino titles was Great Taste back in 1985. Ganun na po katagal. We're approaching the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Last 2 minutes of this knockout game, and perhaps last 2 minutes of Ginebra's reign as defending champions. Jack Chia against the basketball, and that is the extra ounce of energy that Air 21 had tonight.
Especially here in the fourth quarter when it seemed that Barangay Ginebra, a lot of their players had their hands doon sa kanilang shorts at parang pagod na. Itong Air 21 parang nagwa-warm up pa lang at mainit sa class.
And we are inside the Outlast 2 minutes natin sa'yo na Outlast maintenance-free batteries. Walang dagdag bawas sa tubig. Si Arboleda called for just his second foul in the game. 7 points ang kailangan habulin dito ng Ginebra with less than 2 minutes to go.
Crucial free throws. If he makes this, it's just a 2-possession ball game.
At ito ang ating Ginebra San Miguel Sarap Balikan Flashback brought to you by Ginebra San Miguel. Sama-sama kay Sarap Balikan ang Barangay Ginebra. So let's see. 5-point ball game here with under 2 minutes to go in this knockout do or die ball game.
Air 21 is being lulled into not running their offense. They're wasting time, but really, they're not really getting to their offense. Yun ang nagiging problema nila last couple of minutes.
We have officials. Timeout here. Okay. Seems to be the okay, that's I think there was confusion sa scorer's table with the supposed entry of Ronald Tubin. And then at the same time, Jack Chia suffered a cut on his face. Ayun, may malinaw, no? We see blood on his above his lip. So si Jack Chia pinalitan na rito ni Gary David, who joins Radel De Ocampo, Arwin Santos, KG Candeleta, and Winnie Arboleda. 5 on the shot clock. Are they aware of it? 3 on the shot clock. Candeleta fires. And it's an automatic violation. You know, 1:20 remaining, and it's just a 5-point ball game. And here's Eric. Oh! Foul!
Open layup para dapat kay Eric Meng.
Okay, the issue here is the free throw shooting woes of Ginebra's big men.
I talked about it at the start of the game. Free throws. Ginebra will get many opportunities. They have had 12 more opportunities than Air 21. Pero ano ang gagawin nila sa mga free throw na yan?
So Beck gets a split, and that will cut down Air 21's lead to 4 points with 1:25 remaining in this ball game. Lahat po nung gusto na sanang mauna palabas ay napatigil. Matatanggal na ba ang corona ng Ginebra? Or will they find a way to score a Cuneta Astrodome miracle on this Friday night? 4 points separate both teams. Both teams hoping to arrange a dinner for 2 with the Coca-Cola Tigers in a knockout game on Sunday.
Tingnan natin dito, Miko, if Air 21 will be able to get into their offense. Last couple of possessions, everyone just standing around.
Oh, getaway! Blocked by Rafi Rivas. Here's Kagiwa. Tubin has the ball. Tubin all the way for 2. And it's just a 2-point ball game. Although, I think we need to take a second look at that layup by Arwin Santos because it appeared
that it hit the board.
Tumama na sa backboard yung layup ni Arwin Santos.
Ang tanong doon kung meron pag-asa pumasok yung bola na yun. But it obviously hit the board first.
Nevertheless, tuloy-tuloy tayo rito. 2-point ball game. Air 21 holding on for dear life. With 1 minute and 6 seconds to go, Gary David is still at the backcourt.
Got 8 seconds.
And it's a backcourt violation.
Miko, how big was Jack Chia having to go out? Ibig sabihin nun, nawalan sila ng ball handler because of that injury at nabigyan ng pagkakataon itong Barangay Ginebra, ipasok si Ronald Tubid, who played excellent defense right there and was responsible for the last layup.
And so Ginebra is just down by 2 with 1 minute to go in this knockout game. Here's Hilterbrand. Lots of time to shoot here for Ginebra. 12 on the shot clock. And Jong Wichigo just wants to make sure. Because his team is down by 2 with 51 seconds to go. in this do-or-die showdown. Okay, moments ago, Arwin Santos was going for a layup and then he was blocked by referee Revis. Ito po yung nangyari dyan. So, malinaw, no? Tumama muna sa backboard.
And I guess the contention of Barangay Ginebra, and I believe the referees, was yung bola ba na yun pagkatapos tumama ng backboard, mayroon pa bang pag-asa ang pumasok sa ring?
Ito naman yung sagot ng Ginebra. They scored. And that's why, with less than 50 seconds to go, Ginebra is down by just 2. And here's Revis. Big to tie. Wild shot.
Way off.
And 21 holding on to this 2-point lead. Here's Arwin Santos. De Ocampo for the dagger! Straight and through, right through Ginebra's heart.
You know, that is the dagger that may have slayed the king. Grabe yung tinira. Ito si Radel De Ocampo. This is just an unconscious shot. All faith in making this shot. It is a 3-point shot. Di nila kailangan ng 3-point shot. But he has had an excellent ball game up to this point. Bakit hindi? Why don't I be the man to take away the crown from Barangay Ginebra?
Huge TM3 mula kay Radel De Ocampo. And now Ginebra is down by 5. As you look at the game reset, may tig-isang timeout pa ang dalawang kupunan. Both teams are in the penalty.
You know, what a swing of emotions. On one side, yung Barangay Ginebra, chance to tie. And all of a sudden, that 3-point shot, it's Air 21's ball game once again.
So what will Ginebra do? Helterbrand for 3. Kagiwa. Salvacion for 3. No. Kagiwa. No. And Kramer gets the basketball, and looks like we're going to have a Sunday knockout date between Air 21 and Coca-Cola, barring any miracle of biblical proportion.
Well, unang-una, Miko, bago mangyari yan, if Doug Kramer misses at least one, bukas pa rin ang pintuan para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. But if you told me at the start of the season na mawawala ang Barangay Ginebra at ang token text bago tayo umabot ng quarterfinals, I would have never believed you.
Not since 1985 has anyone successfully defended the crown. It looks like Ginebra will likewise fail in defending the All-Filipino Championship. And so with 5 seconds to go, Arwin Santos and the Air 21 Express will oust Ginebra.
You know, and actually, most of the Ginebra players are already out of the basketball court.
Wow.
That's not gonna count, though.
But just the same,
Pasok naman yan sa ating countdown.
ay, ang masakit nito,
Mga astig, please.
hindi nakaka-counted. Turnover pa.
You know, that has been the conference so far para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Oh, that hurts.
So actually, Mark Kagiwa already out of the court.